Hi guys, this is Coach RJ. I'm a US Chess National Master. Welcome to my channel, Chess Fitness and Fun. I created this channel for the following reasons. First is to share my chess knowledge on how I train from zero to master's level. And then secondly, to be fit physically, mentally, and emotionally, because I always believe that a healthy mind starts with a healthy body. And the last but not the least is to have fun. Always remember that whatever or whenever you do such things, make sure to have fun as long as you're not violating the rights or offending others. Okay? Now, for our introduction lesson, we'll talk about the chessboard. Let's just skip the history of chess because it won't really matter on how you'll become good in the future. So forget about the history. Anyway, there are a lot of history when it comes to chess or when it comes to such things. So let's start and let's familiarize ourselves on the chessboard. Just give me a second. All right. I guess everyone can see the chessboard right now. Okay. What is a chessboard? Anyone? Of course, a chessboard is the board we use to play chess, right? Okay, the things you must remember about the chessboard. It has 64 squares, 32 light and dark squares specifically, and then the vertical or the standing squares are called files. Okay, these are the standing squares. And we have how many standing squares? We have 8. And then the horizontal, or what we call, or the easiest layman's term is the laying squares, also has 8. And we call them ranks. So if we're going to do the math, 8 times 8 is equals to 64. Okay? Then we move on to the next. You know what is the most important thing we need to remember about the chessboard? Anyone? If you said or if you have thought that each squares has its own name, you are absolutely right. So now, each squares has its own name and will be able to form the chess language if you would know each names of the squares. And we call the chess language the chess notation. So let's start and let's familiarize ourselves when it comes to the chessboard. All the standing or the files, we use the English alphabet. A file, the B file, the C file, the D file, E file, F, G, and H file. And then the horizontal, we call them the ranks. Oh, let me just change the color. First rank, second rank, third rank, fourth rank, fifth, sixth, seventh, and 8 ranks. So now, how can we formulate the name of a square? Let's start, or let's choose a random square. Maybe, why not choose the very first square at the bottom, right? How do we call, or what is the name of this square? Of course, if you said A1, you're absolutely right. So from the A file and from the first rank, so the name of the square is A1. Let's try this square. Oop. Okay. If you said that the name of this square is E5, you are correct. How did it become E5? A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from the D file and the fifth rank. So the name is D5. But try it on your own now. Let's say this square. Can you please tell me what is the name of that square? For 10 seconds, timer starts now. Time's up. Now, let's try to find the name of that square. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did you get G8? If you got it right, give yourself 5 claps. Okay, last 2 examples. What about this square? For 10 seconds now. Time's up. If your answer is H5, you got it right. And let's try and let's check if it's really H5. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. H5. And now let's go to the last example. Timer starts now. Time's up. If your answer is D8, you're wrong. If your answer is B8, you are also wrong because the correct answer is C8. Let's check. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, C8. All right. So I hope you familiarize yourself more on the chessboard, because on our next lesson, for the next lesson, we're going to study the rook and the bishop. All right, so we'll take it slow and see you on the next lesson, right? Bye-bye.